All right, guys, we're going to be going over some stocks that I'm buying either tomorrow, Thursday, or Friday, or possibly next week, depending if the market continues to go down. I think right now is a really good buying opportunity. Market selling off due to the new coronavirus variant of fears, the whatever you call it, the Omicron. So there's a lot of uncertainty with this variant. They say they claim that it's pretty heavily mutated. So a lot of people are pretty scared from that. And unlike the Delta variant, like that one didn't really have too much of an impact. Um, they're all pretty much similar. So not many people are too sure what the symptoms are going to be or how it's going to affect people. If it's going to be worse or even more mild. For right now, there's not much data on it, so that is why the market's kind of selling off. People are kind of like taking the money out of the market, kind of just putting it back into their accounts, and that's perfectly fine. People want to cash out, but it provides a really good buying opportunity, in my opinion, for younger folks like myself to buy some stocks at a nice discount. As you can see, I'm sitting at a pretty nice buying power, 43K, and I'm planning on buying some shares over the next course of a few days. So these stocks are going to be what I'm going to be personally buying. And keep in mind that I have a larger account, so buying 100 shares of these stocks is really not that much money. So I'm going to be buying up some more AMC. I really did want to purchase more at around the $28 price point, but I was unfortunately busy and did not get a chance to. But I think even at the $30 sub $30 price point is going to be a good pickup for AMC, especially with all the good news around it, the NFTs, especially the Spider-Man showings. That should really give a good revenue boost for AMC as well as Disney stock. I'm picking up Disney as well. But I do think that the stock will squeeze. It's mostly owned by retail investors, and the market makers are just trying to push the stock down and down. So it's a long-term game with AMC. And I've been selling weekly options on AMC, so not big of a deal in my opinion. But AMC definitely going to pick up some shares of that. Also looking at Carnival Cruise Line, sitting at a price point of under $17. So really cheap stock right now. It reached all the way to $30 per share back in mid June, and it's been a little selling off, especially from the virus, going from $24 to 16. So there's a lot of potential with Carnival, and these are all long term plays. Market's going to be pretty shaky over the next course of the few days, few weeks, months, what have you. But I'm 25, pretty young. I have a lot of time on my hands, so I don't mind buying and holding for long term and just waiting for these stocks to recover. It's not a big deal. Yeah, just don't panic if it continues to sell off once you buy more. And don't pour in all your money at once if you're buying the dip. You always want to have cash on the sidelines in case it does happen to continue dipping. Then you can continue in dollar cost average shares. So I'm looking at Carnival Cruise Lines as well. Might pick up 100 or 200 shares of this stock. We'll see. And then we also are taking a look at American Airlines. Yeah, pretty low price point as well. But what I'm really looking at, it would probably be United, just because of how down it is. As we can see, back pre-pandemic, it was around $90 per share, and we're sitting around half of that. So there's like there's a two times upside potential for this stock, and I think that eventually, once all the fears are no longer feared, we can see the stock recover for sure, especially after whole coronavirus ends. So people really don't know when this whole virus situation, pandemic is gonna go away and everything's gonna go back to normal. Could be a few years from now, but I don't mind waiting. I do believe in this company, and getting back into the travel industry can really provide some nice returns in the long term. So we're really looking at that. We're also looking at Robinhood stock sitting pretty low, as we can see here, just continuing this downtrend. And if this stock goes to like $20 per share, I'm definitely going to be putting a good amount of money into it. Um, Even though Robinhood is notorious for screwing over retail investors, I still like the platform. It's very simple to use, commission free, and overall just very simple. It's very pleasant user experience compared to other brokerages out there, which is why I use it as one of my platforms. Robinhood is not the only platform I use. I also use Webull, Vanguard, Fidelity, and as well as TD Ameritrade. Kind of diversifying brokerages a little bit, just in case something shady goes on with one of them. Um, but yeah, around $20 price point. Really looking to pick up some more shares of that. As well as let's see, Palantir is also doing a really good dip buying opportunity, sub $20. As we know, Palantir loves to hover around the $20 price point. It goes up and down. It's pretty. It doesn't really do too much, but I think that right now is going to be a good opportunity to pick up some more shares. Palantir, tons of government contracts, definitely a solid company for data analytics. And if you can catch the wave back up, you can have see some nice profit. Likes to ride the wave up and down, as we can see in the past year. But right now, it's looking pretty down, quite a bit. So I think that picking up some shares around the $19 price point is going to be pretty good as well. So that's my take. 5 stocks I'm really looking at to buy the dip buying opportunity. Please comment down below what your thoughts are and subscribe if you're new to the channel. It helps out a lot. Thanks for watching.